Hi there, this is Mark Ittleman, speech-language pathologist, and welcome to the teaching of talking. Today our video is going to be about involving the person with aphasia in the conversation. Now you might ask me, what's that all about, Mark? And what it's all about is that the teaching of talking is just a completely and totally radical way of doing speech therapy with those who have aphasia, and it works. For instance, I have a gentleman who's going to be leaving on vacation, and what we've been training his wife to do is to engage him in conversation with all of the family members while they're away. Now, he hasn't seen his family for a long time, and so what they're practicing is that she knows the type of questions they're going to be asking him. And what she's going to be doing is she's going to be stimulating him to answer any question that they might pose to him. Now, the other wonderful thing about the therapy is that she's also thinking about what she's going to stimulate him to say to his loved ones, to his brothers, to his sister, to his relatives. So what she's going to be doing all the time is engaging him with all of his family members. Now that's a real switch from what typically happens with the way that therapy is done in this country. The way therapy is typically done, not all, but the way it's typically done is that a patient with aphasia goes to a family event and everybody usually ignores him because they don't know what to say to him. They know that he can't talk. They don't want to embarrass him. They don't want to feel embarrassed, so they kind of stay away. But what we're doing in this situation is what we do in every situation with people who undergo the teaching of talking training. What we do is we teach the caregiver how to stimulate a person with aphasia, how to say words, how to pose a question, whether or not it's in a single word or 2 words or 3 words. Some patients with aphasia, you've got to start them out only at a single word, and that's all they can do. But with time, quite often, they can go to 2 words or 3 words or 4 words. It's very slow, it's very sequential, it's one after another. Now, this woman said to me tonight, she said, Mark, everybody said that my husband would never talk again, and my husband is now talking, and I'm completely involved in the process. Why don't you do something? Well, I try to do things. I put these videos up on Facebook. I interact with speech pathology websites and Facebook pages, but still, she said, what I've seen of the therapy that's been done with aphasia, and at least as far as my husband was concerned, was antiquated. She said, my husband already knew how to talk, and he was in the healthcare field, and they had him, doing silly flashcards with the names of animals that he would never even see or talk about, okay? She said, but what you do is you teach me how to help him say meaningful words and meaningful answers. And she said, you also teach me how to help him ask questions to other people. Because remember, speech is half questions and half answers. So this is a video that I just want to remind the people who know me and remind the people who are on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter that most of the therapy that's done today in this country doesn't work. And the therapy that we must do to help people with aphasia has to be functional therapy, has to be therapy where we train caregivers, because they're the ones who are with them for most of the hours of the day. And those are so many wonderful opportunities to take advantage of. So this is Mark Ittleman. You need to learn how to do the teaching of talking method if you're a caregiver, or if you're a therapist, you need to learn how to do the teaching of talking method. And you might say to me, well, you're just trying to push a product. Well, it is a product. Yes, it is. It's a product of something that I've dedicated my professional career to for 46 years. And it's a product that works. It is a product that works. It works very, very well in many cases with people who are capable of improving their speech. And so I must, as a speech pathologist, and I must as a human being, promote and teach people, especially therapists, that there are much better ways out there to help people talk than the stuff that they've been training therapists for years, because many of the stuff that they're training therapists with are the same methods that I was trained in over 45 years ago, and therapy that I didn't understand then, and I didn't care for then, and I didn't want to do then either. But the teaching of talking method is something you definitely need to check out. You can check it out at our website at teachingoftalking.com. You can look below this video and you'll see links to the teaching of talking. You'll see a link to my email. You'll see a link to a survey if you want to speak to me. And there's a link down there if you want to contact me, if you want me to come and address your state association of speech pathologists. I'd be more than happy to do that, okay? I've presented at ASHA, and I've presented at many, many, many state associations to therapists who are looking for simple and easy ways to help people talk with aphasia. So on that, I'm going to say goodbye. Don't forget, get in touch, get on our mailing list. If you have a question, send me an email, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye now.